Hey, I'm Dr. Patty Sadallah,
And I'm Dr. Michelle Kirby.
and we'd just like to take a few minutes to share about our new television show called Growing in Your Spirit Life. We're just going to ask and answer some questions. All
You may
right?
be wondering what this show is all about.
Mm-hmm. And so our first question is, what is this show all about?
Well, I'll tell you what this show's all about. This is biblically based teaching that we have learned, and also through our life experiences with getting to know God and have an intimate relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
So, this is going to include stories and lots of interesting information for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're just going to have conversations and just imagine yourself across the coffee table with us as we have our conversation.
Mhm.
All right, how is this show unique?
Well, it's unique because we have also Jesus as our lead in this.
He's our co-host. Jesus is our co-host.
Jesus is our co host.
Mm-hmm.
He has the first word before we begin any episode to give us the topic and then give us content and scriptures to go with. And then at the end, he has what?
The last word.
The last word.
Yeah, so we're going to be asking the Lord what his thoughts and heart is on these topics. He's going to help us understand scripture. He's going to help us understand things about the Christian life. You might be wondering, how do we do that? How is Jesus' voice added to this? How do we get his voice in here?
Well, how to hear God's voice. He said, my sheep, what? Hear my voice? He didn't say some of my sheep.
Yeah.
I don't believe he did. His sheep hear his voice, and we do that through experiences with Jesus and also with dialogue journaling.
Yeah. So dialogue journaling is a tool that we both learned at Christian Leadership University by Dr. Mark Verkler, and it is a biblically based tool to help you activate every one of your spiritual senses. I like to call that the sanctified imagination.
Yes.
And you imagine and see yourself with Jesus. These are true spiritual experiences. So these things that we're sharing from Jesus really came from Jesus. And you can test that by looking at whether they agree with the Bible. Do they line up with the Bible? Is what he's saying faith, hope, love? Is it aligning with what the scripture says his nature and character are? And they do. We are so excited. Jesus starts us off and Jesus closes it down. And what he does in the last word is really speak to you. He wants you to know his heart for you in every episode.
Yeah, and if you're wondering what's that really mean, well, just tune in.
Yeah, you'll see. It's really cool. So what kind of topics are we going to be talking about, Michelle?
Well, they're topics that the Lord lights upon our heart. You know, we have our own ideas and background and experiences, but then Jesus comes along. We had an idea, a few topics, and then our first one totally changed because he wanted us to share with you who is Jesus really. So
Yeah.
that's just, it works out of the flow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we tune to flow according to Habakkuk 2. We tune to flow and just surrender our thoughts and things to the Lord and let him use us to share with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think these topics are really going to be the things that are relevant to the culture right now. They're relevant to you living your Christian life. They're relevant for you being able to live a victorious life, to find freedom and hope and love and realize who he created you to be, and all the things that God has on his heart for you. He's for you and not against you. And so we're just having conversations, Jesus-inspired conversations that will help you in this day and age. And we are living in an interesting day and age.
Yes, we are.
So how do people watch this show?
Oh, all over the place. Turn on your television to the Now Network. We are airing live there 11:30 a.m. on Saturday mornings
to
Eastern
noon
time.
To noon Eastern time.
And on demand also. So if you have a Roku or Apple TV
or Fire Stick.
Yes. And we also have a Rumble channel. So all that information will be
and
here.
a YouTube channel. So you can watch the show on any of those three ways. And we love that we're added to the on demand because if you can't watch it on Saturdays, you can still watch it at your convenience. And then of course you can watch it at your convenience in Rumble too. So, all right. Well, listen, we really want to see you join us on this adventure and check out our links for how to find us.
Yeah.
See you there.